Hi, Caleb Booker here with another free dream interpretation, this one for deleahmarie. So she and I have been going back and forth in email for a little bit, just talking a little bit about her dreams, and she has some repeating themes. I have a feeling someone who watches this is going to recognize the links between snakes and rivers and why that's significant. So she has some dreams where both are, she's actually in a river with snakes, and actually in that moment she was calm, and in another moment she was drowning and wasn't so calm. Um, lots of dreams of stairs and doors and keys. Um, but anyway, so to address you directly, Delia, yes, dear. Um, Let me think now. I'm trying to think of where to start with this. In general, the dream, specifically the dream you mentioned, where there was some time where you were a little lost and looking for home, and trying different streets, and some of them were dead ends, some of them were going the wrong direction. And eventually, you talked on the phone with your husband and were able to find the place. No, let's go through the whole thing, and then you get there and you're guided up the stairs by someone who has the key to the apartment. And you get up to the apartment, you're surprised at the number of the apartment, 222, but you know that this has got to be it. And you get in, and there's a friend of Reese's in the kitchen, although it's not like in real life. It's just that that's a friend there, and it's not your friend, but whatever. So you're not worried about it. So all of this really sort of is a fairly simple message. No, sorry, I don't know if it's a message. It's not really a message. It's just a representation of the fact that you feel a bit lost and a bit lonely, and confused. um, and it's it's not that you're not being told anything by these dreams. Rather, you're trying to sort out what the hell is going on. It seems like everybody knows what's going on but you sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, not always, but often. You get that feeling that everybody seems to have their finger on the pulse of the world, but you're just lost. And you need people who seem to know what they're doing to bail you out. That's how it feels. And the number, by the way, just don't worry about the number. The 222, it could have been anything. You just needed the fact that it was 222 is sort of significant in that it seems to mean something, but you have no idea what. If you were to research numerology, you would find meanings, but they don't apply because this is your dream, not the world's dream. So, don't worry about that. The point of the 222 is that it was suggestive of meaning without you knowing the meaning. That's why it was assigned to the door, because you were sort of like, I'm sure this all makes sense to someone, but it doesn't make sense to me. That's just the sentiment that was being expressed. And then, in the shabby apartment, but the apartment's shabby, as you put it, because just because, again, this is just a reflection of your emotion at the time, a reflection of this not being exactly what you had conceived of originally, or at least doesn't seem to be. This is all, so to clear everything up, because I've been sort of talking for a while here without getting to the point. Sorry. This is all a symbol of the struggle you're going through with being 80% of the way into the world, but still having that outsider perspective. 20% or so. And you're in a position right now where you need to commit to being in the world. And that's tough for you, especially because you have this keen awareness of something else going on. But the path ahead of you, no, this is not from your dream, this is just what I'm being told. I hate saying that, but it's just the truth, okay? I don't know, I just feel so embarrassed when I say it. But what I'm being told is that the path ahead of you is to find a balance that you don't have yet. In order to find that balance, you need to become rooted and grounded in this world and the way things are. Your dreams will smooth out very well. A lot of these symbols that you've been seeing will become less and less common, or they'll just become, oh yeah, I know about that. And you just shrug them off. So spend a lot of time doing basic grounding exercises. You can find a ton of material on that. You're already on the right path. You're already instinctively doing things that ground you. And you know that. I don't have to tell you that. Continue with that. Making grounding your almost exclusive pursuit for a while. There will be a time where you'll get a knock on the door, kind of a little message saying it's time to consider the other side of things. And at that point, you will completely commit yourself to the other planes of existence. And you'll find new commonality with your husband, and it'll be a kind of an exciting time for you. And then after that, you'll find a balance. You'll find a way of having comfortably one foot in one world and one foot in the other. But in order to get to that comfort level, you need to commit completely to one, then the other. And I can't give you time frames other than we're talking a few years in each. Okay, so I know, it's frustrating. We want it all right now, but this is the level of thinking. And if I could promise you complete and total balance a decade from now, wouldn't it be worth doing whatever it took right now? I mean, of course it would, right? So right now, what it takes is a complete commitment to grounding. During this period of grounding, you're going to feel a little bit like there's stuff you can't share with your husband. There's things he talks about that you can't share. And there's things you'll talk about that he's just like, yeah, okay. That's important and that's good, because a healthy marriage involves two individuals who support each other even though they don't do the exact same thing all the time. That's actually a good thing. Actually, I knew things were going to work with my wife. We've been married very happily, better every day. We've been married for 12 years now. We were together for 3 years before that, and knew, I think a month in, that we were going to get married, you know. But I knew it was going to work when she argued with me, when she refused to agree with me, and when she still does, although we don't argue nearly as much as we used to, barely ever. But we still disagree, and we still have completely, I mean, she's not into spirituality at all, and that's a good thing. A healthy relationship is about defining yourself and being able to count on the other person to be there for you no matter what, even though you're not defining yourself exactly the same way they define themselves. It will make you both happier, honestly, to be a little different from one another and to allow for those differences. You already are laughing at me, I know, because you're already aware of how different you are. And, you know, yes, I know, you're not like that. All right, but I want you to embrace that, though, on a deeper level. And realize that your journey of grounding is your journey. And he is there absolutely to give you guidance when you're lost. Absolutely. And there will be a time after you're done the grounding phase where you look for more guides. It'll be a long period of time where you're looking for guides. This dream has a lot of importance about that. And about how important guides will be to you on a regular basis when you enter that second phase. And then the third phase will come balance, and I don't even have to tell you anything about that, because when it comes, you'll know. You know, there's really nothing to say. But, you know, for now, it's all about grounding, about digging your bare feet into the earth, so to speak, or maybe literally. And this dream is very much about the fact that you don't feel connected to anything right now, neither realm. So this is your path. But what the great news is that what I'm hearing is that your success is inevitable. Inevitable. Like, you are blessed with a life path that you've designed and chosen with partners before any of these scenes began, where it all works out extremely well. You don't spend a lot of time lost. I mean, you know, like, your lifetime up to this point seems like a lot of time, but really, this is like the forward, the introduction. The rest of your life is, you know, I mean, things keep amping up. Every day is going to seem like, oh my God, I thought things were amazing before. Your life path is looking really good. I'm actually kind of excited for you, because it's just going to be a lot of happiness. And you've already started, and you already know that. I guess I'm saying a lot of things you already know now, aren't I? I guess that's it. I have rambled on. This is like got to be one of my longer videos, I just realized. I'm not always in control of how much I speak, I suppose. So that's it. That was a dream interpretation and a reading for deleahmarie. Anybody wants one, I will do them for free here on YouTube. Send me a video response or a private message. Either way, I'm good. If you do want me to interpret your dream, please just detail that one dream from beginning to end, because everything in context. Everything matters in context. So also discuss your emotions. That's it. Be well. Thanks for watching.